And we're back again.
In action.
Doing more of the stuff.
Sculpting dwarves and dragons and chefs
And chaps, yes.
and loincloths
And dwarfs.
and hair
And
dwarves
yeah.
and muscles
And nightmare monsters.
and nightmare monsters. Yes, and my ZBrush has already started to disagree with me and crash and do all those fun things.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
So that's a good start.
Good start of the day. Yes.
Yeah. I will keep an eye on my computer performance. What am I doing today? So I am I'm working on improving this dragon. I think I will mainly work on his back today.
Okay.
Last time I tried to make scales and copy them and rotate them and
Carapace.
stuff.
Yes.
That didn't work out because of my blockout being squid. Squid meaning bent. Like this side of his back is way smaller than this side of his back. And if I change that, his silhouette would not look as cool anymore.
So maybe you want to change the center of it, so it's in the middle.
Yeah, probably the easiest, but we'll see. I'm also I'm of half a mind to copy a base shape and then just do it by hand.
Is it maybe also an idea that if you've got your shapies, right, like something like this, right, and it goes.
I'm not seeing your screen right
You're
now.
not seeing my. Oh, come.
It's hidden behind all my technical screens. Yes,
So,
I see a disc.
yeah, that's your shape, right?
A big pancake.
Yeah, and you just duplicate that and make like a nice long tube. Oop. Something like that, right? So you copy it all the way down until you have enough, and then use the deformer soft. So you can kind of just move it in place. Ooh, nope, just the one, please. You can just kind of move it in place where you kind of want to have it. Is that maybe an idea?
Try it out.
I have no idea why my gizmo isn't really moving with it.
Stop moving with it.
But
I'll stay over here, thank you.
yeah, that way you can make it in an equal line, basically, and just shape it accordingly. It will still deform, but that it would do that anyway, right?
Let's try it out.
And I think broken his bandana today. I was also kind of looking at it now and see that his loincloth is just really tiny. So I might add an extra one in the future that's a little bit bigger. Just keep this one as well. It's just a bit more of a patchwork, right? But maybe that's for later. Let's see if I can do something about this bandana. Make it more clothy. That's correct. Is a good term for it, right?
Yeah, it's the technical term.
Yeah. Let's make a new group for bandana. Jewelry. But it's one that he doesn't need anymore. No. Delete this one. That one I want to keep. Keep those. Yeah, this is just all for jewelry. Jewelry. Sure.
Jewelry. Yes, I think that sounds correct.
Something like that. And let's just hide that one as loincloth and the props. And let's keep the beard. He's the beard for now. Why not? Looks so much older and younger at the same time.
Without the beard? Oh, yes.
Not hide the body, no, not all of the body. Turn everything on again.
All of the body, just all of the body, please.
This one, yeah. Not the beard today. Front. Turn them on individually. Ah, that's great. I still have to do
So,
the ones in the on top, but I will do that after I've done the bandana. Top these ones.
so I've got some scales. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, again. Blah, 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 blah. Voila. Scales. And then you go. Alter of symmetry. Here and here. And then you use just deformer? Or
Deformer soft. It's the third column.
deformer soft. Okay. Then mask. Rotate. And it's a little bit big, but let's see if it works at all. Oh, my gizmo does the same.
Okay, that's odd.
It's
I don't remember it doing that. Well, I also kind of do, but also remember it working properly. But I have no idea why that is. Let's find out. Why not? Let's just. Oh, no, that's remesh by union. Not that one. Deformer soft. Is there something that needs to be turned on or off to do that?
When I re-select things, it recenters itself. Like, but I mask, unmask, mask, and unmask. It tries recentering. So I think I need a couple more dots. Which of the arrows do I pull?
The orange ones.
This one. And I lose all my deformation.
Yeah,
cool,
that's
cool.
a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I forgot.
Cool.
I forget about that also every time. Like, oh yeah, it's gone now.
No.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
turn that one off on the side.
Okay.
Tiny one there. Okay. That one. Oh, tiny one. Okay, let's do the big one first, right over here. It's actually a method that I've never really used all that much. Just using the micro mesh.
Duplication stuff.
That was for adding mesh on top of the geometry that I currently have.
Meshes on top of meshes.
A couple of ones that come with zebra, and it kind of looks like linen, but at least if you cut it fine enough. The great thing about those as well It's besides that, it's quite easy to turn that on. But they also come with their own poly groups, so even afterwards, I can still move everything around really easily and mess it up. Yeah.
Mess it up.
At least that's the intention of it. What I'm trying to achieve today. So I'm
messing things up.
Yeah. So what I'm currently doing is just straightening everything out ever so slightly. Even though I put everything there for in that position for a reason initially, but because the linen will kind of flow with the geometry that I have. So right here it would stretch out a bit. Here it would compress. It's not really something that I currently want. I want everything to be somewhat equally spaced, right? I won't really be able to manage that completely correct, but yeah, if I can mitigate that as much as possible, then that would be great. Let's push that a bit to that direction, push that this bit over here so it's straight-ish. Use the relax on this, or the alt smooth, or however you want to call it.
Alt smooth relax.
Alt smooth relax, yes.
Alt smooth relax.
It's
Control Alt smooth relax.
Alt smooth relax is the name of my techno band.
Alt smooth relax.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, right. And then
Are you sure it's not just smooth jazz?
it could be as well, yeah.
Alternative smooth jazz.
All jazz is alternative. It kind of sounds like it sometimes.
This one you're really sure.
Yeah. They're really sure that they're alternative.
Yeah.
Maybe you aren't, but afterwards, oh yeah, that was alt smooth relax. Yeah.
That was very alt smooth relax, man.
And now I will just solo that a bit, and I will cut it up into pieces. It isn't my last resort though, but I can't do it like that.
Suffocation.
Yeah, but
No
there is
breathing.
also some breathing. And
Don't give a fuck.
oh,
Oops. I can swear.
that's for the algorithm, Mike.
Oh no.
It will catch you when you sleep.
Oh, not again.
So I kind of cut it up so it's only is one piece. So the linen, the mesh that will add on top of here won't really curve over. It will just end. It will terminate at the top. And let's smooth it out a bit as well again. So it's nice and straight right there. Just on some pieces. It's good over here. A bit over there. Okay. Save it real quick. Speaking about music, let's turn something on. File write failure encountered. File was not saved.
Oh my god. There's something wrong with your disk. Is your disk full?
I think there's too much coolness in my file.
It's too awesome.
It's too awesome.
You really have to tone down the awesome, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that with the hair, but apparently it's still too cool.
Too much. Please, Bram.
Sorry.
For the good of humanity, stop it.
I'll try. Let's see. I've seen a video of this a couple of weeks ago, so let's see if I can remember what it does. It's the nano mesh. That's not the micro mesh. Oh, maybe it was an old video. What they're talking about micro. Oh, there's micro mesh over here. Yay. Let's try doing that with some rings. Let's see what it. Micro mesh is only visible in best preview renderer. Turn on draw micro mesh in the render palette. Oh, that's not a good idea. Let's turn that off. Let's try that with the nano mesh in that case. Insert nano mesh. That's the one I need to have. But there's nothing there. It has multiple subdivisions. Okay, not anymore. No, now we've got a cube. It's called polysphere. Oh.
A cube called polysphere. Beautiful.
Turn that one on. Edit mesh. I've used it in the past. I can look it up. See if I can figure it out. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Do the figuring out thing.
Doing the figuring out. Oh, wait. Insert nanomesh, single poly. No. Polygroup all. Now it does it on all. There we go. Okay.
See?
And that's the fit one. Yeah, it's the fill one that I need to have, I think. Constant. Something like that, but with a different tool. I can just change the size of. Let's see if your orientation is silly.
So
Cool.
silly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think for that, the thing that I want to do is look up the tool.
Instructions.
Yeah, instructions can help as well, but
What tool?
the insert tool that I wanted to use. Okay, it has some booleans here, some clothing bits. No, those are some bibs and bobs.
Some bibbities.
Those are some curve. Insert industrial parts, I doubt it, yeah. Machine parts, nope. Oh, there's a lot of them. That looks fun. Don't want either of these. All of these, no. This is a beak. I'm giving a beak on his head. That's nice. And that
Peak performance.
beak. Doubt they are in spaceship, but let's just have a look. Have a gander.
What are you looking for? Cotton.
Yeah, just some woven bits that kind of go crosswise.
Crystals.
It's not really all that big, so it's not in the zipper. No, it doesn't exist. That's a bit of a shame. What about the gun? A lot of gun pieces here. Does it have the piece that I needed though? That was in the video at least. Nope. Okay. Let me just quickly go online. I'm googling it.
Google has the answers. Hopefully.
Okay, there is a micro poly, whatever it is, according to Michael Pavlovich, but that video is 2 years old. Shouldn't be.
It's basically every function of ZBrush, so
Using geometry, dynamics update. Poly turned on. Ah. There you go. There you go.
I knew it was there.
I did.
Yeah.
I just forgot about it.
I knew it was
Ah,
there.
look at
Well, maybe
that.
not exactly there, but I
Look
knew it
at
was there.
that. That's what I wanted to have. But I don't think it's connecting properly.
Yeah, was there not like an align button thing over there?
Yeah, it could also be that I've got the wrong one. So, no,
There is a button for align there. Whee!
that's better. Yes.
I feel like I've used this too at some point in my life.
This might be a
Uh,
little bit too,
it looks a little bit noisy.
yeah. But just to have some fun. Now this is turned on. Sorry, it's applied, and now we can just yes, you can move them around, and just make them pull them out over here, right? Ah, make some holes in there. Move them around. Yes, that's kind of what I wanted, though it's what Mike said. It's a bit too noisy. So let's make a little bit coarser so it's more readable. No, it shouldn't be that as coarse as I'm making it. It should also be reading. It should also be readable at the end, right? Can I? Ah, yes, I can. construct up subdivs. Only once though. So let's do it like that. No. That one. Wow. Wonderful.
Interesting.
Okay. Right now I haven't really applied it yet, so I can move it around as much as I like. The original mesh, that is. So I could just scoot it around as much as I want. Smooth it. Up, down, and all around. That's correct. I still feel like let's just play around with it a bit more. I like the turn. It's interesting as well. Let's not as much when we do it like that. Knitting. Divide it again. Oh. It sounds really great. Kills, but not. Oh, that's. Hopefully, I will remember it for the one time I will use it. Maybe somewhere in the future.
Yes. Oh, that's what I use it for. Yeah.
For chainmail.
Scale chainmail. Yes. On Orkut.
Oh, I like this as well. It's a cool pattern to have on there. Maybe keep that, or just kind of remind myself that it's there. The Truche Solid. Oh.
Sonat, hi, welcome back.
Hey, there you are. Hello.
How are you today?
Yeah. Did Barcelona win? Did they win?
No, I think it was Madrid. I don't. I think I want to say Madrid.
I don't know. Did the Spaniards win?
Might have been Barcelona. I don't know.
I forgot. Oh, I like this as well, though. Can I still move that one around? I should be able to, right? Oh yeah, but they're all separate pieces. Oh. No, that's not that.
Singular piece.
Let's not do it. Let's just go to the one I had initially. After checking out some other ones. Ooh, Celtic. I'm not gonna make a Celtic dwarf. It's the entire idea of the project and not make a Celtic dwarf.
Just put some Celtic patterns in there.
Just for good measure.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good too. As we're working on our dwarf project again, which for me means dragon right now. But I'm trying to figure out how I would make his scales, and I think this is a decent base. Not super happy with that it's squishing a lot instead of like overlapping. But I think I can fix that by hand. Like I will just make it look like it's overlapping and not exact precise overlapping. But I will have to cut some bits and pieces off.
Yeah. And I'm working on his bandana. It was there initially. And I will use the micro mesh to give it a bit more texture to it. And when I apply this, whenever I will do this, then I can still kind of move them around a bit and make it a bit more irregular than was the initial idea. So yeah, I think still the first one worked the best.
First one was the best one.
Yeah, I think so.
Now you know for sure. Ish.
The weave, nah.
Sure-ish.
Sure-ish, not really, but the very last one, the yarn. Yeah, no, we did already yarn. Simple. It will be like
English sounding of you.
tiniest slider for the strength.
Let's see.
Really liking the edge that is created over here.
You know that there's the secret super tiny slider.
Secret super tiny slider.
Yes.
What's about the super?
So you have your normal slider here, right?
I can't really see it.
Well, like it's so small.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. And then when you're sliding it, there's like this secret tiny slider that's like up here behind the numbers. If you slide that, the numbers slide in smaller amounts.
Yeah, but only sometimes. With the smaller scale that we have, I usually also still pick the bottom one instead of the top one. So it should work, but it doesn't really.
It's like it's very much at the top of the button.
Yeah. It's a bit see through as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I can't
hidden.
have trouble picking that one with the smaller scale that we're using with for the UI.
Ah, come on. It's not that small.
It is.
No. Are you blind? Oh, actually.
Well,
Well. Depends. What's your definition of blind?
that's why I'm wearing my glasses. Whatever reason they are so big. The better to see you with. Let's project history so we can have a little bit of that bumpiness back. And you've been learning ZFS from Maya for a while for games. Oh, nice. Do you have any recommendations on making stylized hair so it also looks beautiful and suitable for games? I think a good way for games to do this as well, if it's stylized hair, you can just get you can get away with a lot of shapes. Let me just grab an older sculpt real quick. That could work, maybe. Not.
Is the game scoped?
That's a very dramatic uh, way of doing it.
Which one are you searching for?
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
So if you got this one, right? Let me just turn on the materials for this. She looks very enthusiastic. It's just a really big shape, right? But it also kind of fits with the style of the character. Yeah, I made it from concept art of an old colleague of mine, and so that's a very stylized approach to it. Let's see if I can find something that's a bit more hair-like as well, instead of just a shape. Mulan. Yeah, well, let's try Mulan.
Oh, yeah. Mulan is nice.
Mulan
I
is
was
a-
gonna say your one from the Appeal Academy.
Oh, yeah, that is one as well. Let's open that one afterwards. Oh, yeah, this is a load tool. Yeah. Always double checking if it's loading or saving just by accident.
Overwritten.
Yeah, here's my Mulan made from the concept of Cuddly Weedle. I think she's called, over there called. And as you can see over here, it's just very big shapes. And I use the damp standards to make some flowy, some indents into that one. Let me just turn off the poly paint real quick, and turn that one on, so it's a little bit easier to see. And made some shapes into there, and use the alt one so it goes out. I will do it in a little bit later as well. Just right next to it, so you get a nice clean line over there. I just follow the shape that you've created, and it's just a lot of separate strands that follow a direction. But these ones, as you can see, not really made for games not really made for games, because they are already in a position. You kind of want to have have it quite straight. You don't want to have it in a weird position for games initially. So yeah, that's kind of how I do it. Just make first a lot of big shapes like these. These one may be a little bit too small for the initial shape. And when you have those, just add some extra ones into there. They're a little bit smaller, some thinner ones, some flying away strands.
So you can break up the shapes a little bit.
Yeah.
Just for visual interest, basically.
Thank you. Yeah, those are the best words. But yeah, we got those, and the one I made with Polygon. Peel Academy, yes. I think it was this polishing. Load tool. There we go. It's another woman with a sword. And it's here. It's a little bit rougher, bigger shapes. Let me just turn off the. Oh man, what are these? Polygroups. Turn everything off. Oh, there you go. The shapes are a little bit bigger, and I think this is a good way to do it for games. Just make sure that they're not really clipping like this. I don't really like that. I did it myself, but still. And and similar to before, that after you've done that, you can add some loose ones to give it a bit more definition. Oh, there's a separate one for some reason. Yeah,
separate hair.
Yeah, it's not what the rest of them.
Strands.
It's not what the rest of them. It's separate. So yeah, if you just go to our sphere real quick, and let's make that polymesh 3D. very rarely had to do that, to be honest. Right on Polymers 3D. There it is. So we got a shapey shape. Let's just scale that down real quick.
So
Right over here. Now I'm kind of fighting with my geometry right here. I got this right. I don't really want that. So, oh, it's because the topology was turned on again. I'll just smooth it out. And maybe just for good measure, we just move that around a little bit more. Topological. Just going to remesh it. You can find that in geometry. And that's our adapt is turned on. And let's see. The target count can be quite low. Let's put it to around 1 or something like that. And that's mainly just so you have a nice clean topology. You don't really need a lot in the initially if you want to have the correct shape. And now if we also subdivide it, it's nice and smooth. And it's easier to keep it smooth as well. So let's give it just a single subdivide. Just go to our dam standard. And just see if we can just follow that shape somewhere in this direction. And just keep it a bit, maybe a bit over there, a bit over there. Let's subdivide it a bit more. Oh, let's undo that. And just go somewhere in this direction there. And you don't really want to cross them. So let's go over there, and maybe this one as well, just for good measure. Right, so like there. Right.
some nice hairy shapes.
Yeah.
Flowy.
Yeah, just
curves and C curves.
And also just push them in and just flick your pen a bit, so it's
yeah, try to vary the pen pressure a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's not even everywhere.
But as you can see, it doesn't really look like the shapes that I had when we just saw that, right? That's because I'm still only pushing in with the dam standard. It's auto-saving right now. Oh, that actually shows up. Okay, I never even knew, never paid attention to it. But it means I have to drink now, though.
Perfect. It's probably because you have this other project open, taking longer.
Yeah. But right now, also have to push it out. So we just going to stand on the side of that line that we just made. Also with a single line, just follow that around. Just move around a bit and just I want to do this one as well. And let's turn it around. Let's do this side. And it's deforming the lines that we've created as well before. But that doesn't really matter that much. As long as you don't really fill it up like I did just now for a third time. But that one, it was for the for an explanation. But just keep it to the side of it so you have this nice little crease that you create. And yeah. Try not to overdo it. Also try not to underdo it, but it's easier to fix it if you've underdone it before. So make sure that you kind of watch from this from a distance and see if it's correct.
Still reading.
Yeah.
Correctly, like yeah, that looks like the hair that I want.
I wouldn't really be amazed with this that I've just made, but it's it's the example one.
It's a early start, right?
Yeah, you're using Polygon's dam standards when making it. Yeah, that's a good one as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have that one, to be honest. Yeah. It's a very similar one. It's a little bit sharper, right? Yeah, it's like the it's a little bit like orbs, but not really. If I'm correct. Or does Polygons 1 have a pinch to it? I forgot. Just kind of keep to the basics most of the time. So yeah, that's kind of my way of doing it. Delete all, yes, and delete everything. Delete all my work. All of it is all gone now. Just so my PC doesn't really blow up. Yeah, it does give good results. His brushes, also just entire art style. It's very clean, and his brushes reflect that as well. He also has a nice pinch brush as well, right?
Different pinch brush.
Yeah, it pinches slightly differently. I was doing some banana. The dynamite. This one. It's aligned. Do I want to skill one? Skill one is good. Just apply it.
I hope that explanation helped for you.
I hope so. Yeah.
Uh,
Straight
if
back
you
to
have
my
more
work.
questions, just yeah, talk more questions if you have them.
Oh yeah, please do. It's fun to explain.
We'll
Makes me
yeah,
feel
we'll do
smart.
our best. It's like, did we actually learn something over the years?
It's tricky.
It doesn't have to be a lot, but it has to be something, right?
It doesn't really feel like it sometimes. What am I doing? I've been doing this for years. I should know this. Yeah, I also followed the Appeal Academy myself. This was really fun. This, I think we spoke about it in an earlier stream where we knew how to use C version Maya and work in the industry and everything like that. But when we were done, we didn't really know how to be an artist, even though we were taught to be visual artists. This was
How to art.
how to art. Yeah, we know how to be the artist, but not how to art. So I followed the Appeal Academy just to get a bit of get some more art in there, and I can just can highly recommend it. It's a bit of an expensive one, but it's worth it. You get some really good feedback, and it always make me very enthusiastic on continuing.
It's like your own personal Polygon video.
Yeah, every chapter really, every assignment, you get
I
like
mean,
okay, now we do the hair, and he kind of explains how he does, or just the face. Let's start with that. Now we just let's do the face, and it just explains how to do that. And now it's your turn, really, and just go ahead. There weren't really one-to-one talks to it. It's just all by video, even. But you could use the Discord to directly talk to him and get answers that way, or all the other people on the Discord channel, really. And yeah, it was really nice. Afterwards, you get some feedback as well, and explain to you on your own mesh. Really, you just send to him what he thinks of it and why you could maybe improve, or this looks really well. But he always did it in such a way that at least made me very enthusiastically to keep going. Like, oh yeah, of course it did the thing, but yeah, but I forgot
did I
about it
see
as
this?
well. Yeah, it's a good course. Highly recommend. Also, really haven't done all that many courses, so Don't really have a great point of reference, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was money well spent.
So you enjoyed it yourself, and
Yeah, that counts, right?
yeah, exactly. Why is this one?
Also,
Okay.
used to be quite active there in the Polygon Discord for doing a weekly challenge. At a certain moment, the people wanted to have a little challenge to do with each other and to see how far we could get. And initially, that was just for 1 hour in a week, and you had to finish it in 1 hour. Oh no! What did they do? Yeah, and but that was just because people are all over the world, really, from Europe and America, and someone in Turkey, and the other one is from I don't know where. And where's my bandana gone? There it is. Bandana. And yeah, so you initially it was just 1 hour, and then you had to finish it. But we later just gave that deadline, just a very loose deadline. Just feel free to do it whenever.
Do some cool stuff.
Yeah, I finished Art Healer Stylist course. Okay. Still trying to find my way and which style to make. Yeah? I think it's the semi-stylist characters. Ah, that's nice. Those are very nice.
Yeah. How did you like that course? I think I've heard a bunch of good things about that course as well.
I think I kind of missed that one, to be honest. Let me just double check.
It's
He
it's
just
the
stares at you for
little
now.
raccoon guy with the pen.
Okay, I'm just
It's I've seen them. They are also quite active on YouTube. Put
3D
stylized or
Academy.
something or 3D.
Yeah, it's Kunstakademie, it says here on the Googles.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that one. Yes.
Ah, yes, I do like those. Those are some good sculpts. Yes. Downloads, character, mentors. No, I want not 3D printer for it. Yeah, I mean it is amazing, but likeness of facial anatomy. Okay, stylus characters in ZBrush. Oh, do they have a gallery? I want to ogle at the people's creations.
Maybe community.
I'll see that one
They
later.
probably have it on the page
Yeah,
somewhere.
I like what I've seen in the slideshows on the side. They're nice. Yeah. Just moving around strands of linen. That's my evening for today.
Yeah, you're screwing up his bandana.
Yeah, just make it all unworn and yeah. I don't want it to be so uniform. Maybe I can use the inflate on it a bit as well. So you've got a couple of thicker bits on the strand, so it isn't woven as equally as it is.
Maybe you could even use your favorite brush.
The blob brush.
Yeah.
I don't really know if it will work that well on just a flat surface. Let me just try.
Turns out it was perfect.
Ooh. Oh, let me just turn it down a bit. The blob brush is great, but it shouldn't be on 25. I mean, it could work, but I don't really notice something. Nah, and I also don't think the inflate will work as well right now, because it's just a flat surface. Yeah, there you go. So I have to give it an extra dimension to it. Ooh, that will add into my polys. Because this is only piece one of, I think, 4 or 5 of them that I have, right?
Do you think you will keep your dwarf as an image? Or mainly as a render?
An image or a render?
Yeah, would you keep it mainly as a render, or would you like to turn it into a print or into
Oh, a print. Okay. You said an image or a render. Those are the same things, Mike. I think I also kind of want to print it or see how far I could get with it, because we kind of gave ourselves the whatchamacallit.
Infinity route. No, I don't know what you're looking for.
No, me neither. I'm blanked out. Yeah, for a couple of years now, I kind of wanted to have a character that we could print, and we always make something that's not printable because it's cool. Just to make it do stupid things. And yeah, maybe I think I could print mine, though the hairs would be a little bit of a problem.
I'm just thinking, because your bandana is gonna be very thin.
Yeah, it needs some
If you
thickness
wanna,
to it.
if you wanna print it, it needs to be at least connected to the back of it, to his like hair and head and stuff, probably.
Yeah. This is also one layer. There will be a couple of other ones, so it kind of looks like it's wrapped around. And
Oh, you're gonna replace all the other ones as well, like this.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I will also do these ones over here, something like that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then also give it a little bit of thickness to it. Maybe someone like these, like the original ones in the back.
Yeah, behind it.
Yeah, just to fill it up a bit. The hair looks very natural. Oh, thank you very much. I've been struggling with it for almost months now. Though we also we just sculpt like 3 hours a week on this, so it adds up those times.
Nice.
The top needs some work, and the back as well still, but I'm pretty happy with the beard and the hairs behind. Yeah, let's just keep that one on. Just looks way better with that beard.
It's like such an old man otherwise.
Yeah, he got younger and older when I just removed that beard. Just look at it. It's with beard, and now we got without beards. Yeah. How do you get younger and older at the same time?
I do when I shave my beard off as well.
You look younger and older?
Like, yeah, no, I don't look younger and older, but I will be. I am becoming older while time passes, but I will look younger.
Yeah, it will take such a long time
Yeah.
to cut through those.
Yeah. This jungle of beard, you know.
Those copper wires of yours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Collection of gold. So far, I've just been positioning his skills over and over and over.
Have you seen what I've been doing?
Okay. No need to turn it into a competition.
I don't have to think about this all that much, so that's good. I don't want to move that one. To one of the horizontal ones. Like this? No. Like that one? Yeah! Let's just pull that down.
I just noticed that we have a timer running.
Yeah, we do have a timer running. I'm sorry.
We can check back in 40 minutes how far we are.
Oh yeah, then well, it has been an hour right now, so you can look right. I've done this. I like the Thursdays. It's for me it's the end of the week. You got weekend now, which is great. But I'm also quite
You
tired, so
bastard.
I'm running on fumes at in the Thursday streams. Yeah.
This one's and the other ones.
Yeah, the sculpt's also very nice. Oh, thank you very much. I found it difficult to make sculpts look like hard surface and also clean. That's why the low subdivision comes in very handy. If you just go back to our trusty sphere right over here, and if you subdivide it like 3 times, right, and move it around, and let's just turn symmetry on, and just move it around over here, just trying to create a face, right? Maybe a little bit too much, and then we go over there, and we just push that inwards. It's ooh, that's not what I wanted. That's kind of what I wanted. It becomes quite difficult to keep it clean. So let's put something in there, and you kind of have to think about it quite often. What actions you should do to keep it clean. So this over here kind of would keep it sharp. I would have to pinch it, for instance, but that's not always the best option if you want to keep your topology, right? In this case, it doesn't really matter, but some cases you kind of want to watch out with the paintbrush. And it's a bit difficult to clean, and especially if you have been actually sculpting, right, with the clay buildup or something like that. Let's try to finish. Let's just go over there. Let's add some shapes on his cheekbones and maybe his nose as well. It becomes a bit blobby very quickly, right? But if we do the same thing, but just not add a subdivision to it. Oop, kind of like that. There. I think I've got the smooth brush is just adds a lot more because it's smoothing over a larger area. It's averaging the positions of all your vertices, right? So if there are a lot of vertices right over here, then it needs to it becomes a lot more difficult for the smooth brush to keep it smooth. So everything eventually kind of starts to look a little bit lumpy. So if you keep it very low, even though it looks very coarse, it is a very good way to change up your shapes and your silhouettes of your shapes and still keep them clear. So if we just use the pinch brush over here, like kind of like the same way that we did, you can see the topology deform, but it doesn't really matter for now. And we go inward as well, and maybe just move that. Just move that in a bit. It's a bit untidy. There. If you subdivide it right now, it's easier to make it look cleaner than it would have been the other way around. Let me just keep continuing doing that shape. Let's go back a bit. See if we can create a similar shape as the other one, right? To give it a bit more fair of a.
Continue it out.
So kind of like this, something like that, right? And just subdivide it over here. It's maybe a bit much. Let's just smooth it right over there. And over there as well. And then maybe we don't want to have this. Just go subdivision up. Yep. There you go. So if you compare this to this, you see it's a bit more difficult to keep a nice clean shape. I think Polygon has a nice video on it that maybe explains it a little bit better than I do. See if I can find it and put it in the chat. Polygon. It's right over there. Made a new one. It's a bit of an older one, I think.
Back in your days.
Symmetry hacks, no. Block out of the head. Sculpting lips. To 3D. So sculpt over. Oh man, this could be really old.
Years.
Yeah. Sculpting the head. I kind of find it right now. Maybe it's hidden in one of the other videos that isn't really called, tips and things. I think it's 5 tips for 3D sculptures. 5 tips.
Oh. Yeah, you're talking. Yeah, Polygon talking.
Sculpt a lot. Focus on quantity and not quality. Yeah, it will take some time. Actionable exercise. No, this isn't the one. It's a good one though. How to make a sphere. Yes, that's also a very good one. I can't really find it right now. I know he has it. If I find it, or if I find a similar one, I will post it in the Discord channel. Aha!
Yeah. Right there.
We got some new members, which is really fun.
Yeah. Slowly filling up. My camera is or was gone, probably because you were looking at the internet.
Oh, okay. That's a bit odd.
No, because it's still taking it from Discord, right? You closed it, or
Oh, yeah.
Amped out.
Yeah, okay. You're visible again.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry if I turned off my...
No worries.
Let's just look at
So
my screen.
You can see my beautiful face again.
So just make you a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Nah, let's not do that.
But yeah, with hard surface sculpting, the lower subdivisions really helps to do it proper clean.
Yeah.
And like the blockout phase, or blockout, I usually don't start super low because I don't know what I want to achieve yet. So I usually start out with some Dynamesh, and I put some things in there. For example, over here I'll make some hard edges and like that. And then I use a lot of H polish to then first with H polish it goes back down, and then I use Alt H polish to put it back up, and then I use Alt H polish over here.
Fill up those shapes.
A little bit up and down and up and down.
Yeah.
So just massaging it so it creates the hard line in there. And if you then want to like make it round, so for example, like it being flat in the middle and then have a little bit of a beveled roundness and then going straight down again, I would start with this harder edge and then just go in along with the line and just go over it, and sometimes in the other direction, in the cross direction, and just go back and forth, and then you create like this kind of beveled look to it, but it is not clean topology. So it's good for a blockout, or if it's not that important to look at. But if it is important, then afterwards I would go in and model it in a way similar to what Bram was showing.
Yeah, just use the the remesh and just go quite low, so you still keep your silhouette, but keep it as low as possible, so you can just give some nice clean shapes in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So the polish and smooth brush are your friends, right? Yeah, kind of.
Yes. For me, a lot of polish and then sometimes the smooth, and mainly the smooth, the alt smooth as we called it before, like the where you hold shift and then release shift. Well, if you hold shift, push your pen down and then release shift, the different kind of smooth.
Yeah, it's more like a relax instead of a smooth.
Yeah. Exactly, that one mainly, and a lot of polish.
Yeah, do you also have to kind of keep your keep in mind, be aware of the smooth brush when you're working with lower subdivisions, because it can also very easily destroy the shape that you just created. just smoosh it in real easily. So it's be careful with that a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. That's the way we do.
Yes. It's just it's a lot easier, and also if you got a bit of an older PC like I have, it's also if you got some nice subdivisions, you can kind of see it on the head. When you move around, it will all automatically go back to a lower subdivision, so it's easier to move. And then when you release, it goes back to it.
Yeah, mine at the moment has almost no subdivisions, and you see it struggling every time that I start to move.
Mad lad, absolute mad. I don't think my PC would like your file right now.
Mine also doesn't like it too much. I like this way of just. It's almost noodling.
Yeah, it's fun to
Wait, just
yeah.
making it straighter in here. I just go back and forth and back and forth. It's a lot of the more low poly kind of workflow, the more technically clean things. I think the end result in general is better, but I think it's more boring to do. So if I don't need it, I avoid it. So it's like it's like I know how to do it. Just if I have a choice, I'd rather not. I guess it's just my laziness.
Yeah, like you said, you're having fun. It counts.
Yeah. But in that way, laziness is it's not per se a bad thing. It's like you can use your laziness when things are not important enough, so you can save some time. For example, Marco Plouf does Marco Plouf, Mr. Chaos Masons. He does it a lot, and like the things that he doesn't think are as important, he just like scopes it in. For example, like in the insectoids, the legs are almost just one part,
Oh, okay.
even though they look like all of the different facets, just like all of the other parts. But he thinks like the emphasis is more on the head and the body, so that's where everything's like separated out and nicely looking.
Ah.
And you just don't notice.
Oh, you don't really. No, he hides it well.
Yeah. It's like a focus laziness.
That's how you create tools and workflows. Like, I can do the same thing but with less steps.
Yeah. It's like, I know it's not the same, but do others see it's not the same? No? Okay, then I can keep it like this.
If you didn't tell me how rough his sculpts actually are, I would never have noticed.
Yeah. I only noticed when he started streaming. And then it's like, and even then, not really. I only noticed when he was going really close up. And I was like, huh, that is not as clean as I thought it was. It's still pretty clean, but it's like it's not as clean as I thought.
It's great
Crazy,
to watch other people's work. Always learn something new.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one piece done.
Only 4 to go?
Yeah, something like that. Let's not do that one. That's the big one. Yeah, let's do the big one.
Did this side.
I also you maybe didn't see, Mike, but I did
Overlapping.
extrude them and afterwards inflated them and deflated them a bit and smoothed them
Oh
out.
my gosh,
So
they all have thickness.
yeah.
And your computer is not crying yet.
This single band is 400,000 active points.
That's all right.
Doesn't have any subdivisions.
Uh,
It has enough. It doesn't need it.
Come on.
Oh, I'm good.
You can touch the million.
just for one bit. Maybe
Yeah,
one day. Let me just cut this one up as well. Cut that one, that direction. Yeah. Auto group. And we just delete all the other ones. We don't need those. Reconstruct subdivide. Oh, I can do that twice. Ooh. Interesting. There we go. To geometry. Yes, please delete the higher subdivisions. Turn on the dynamic. Turn on the micro poly. Use the Royal Oxford. Oh, wonderful. Look at this. Look at this boy. And I was just before I apply it, just push it into shape it a bit. We also didn't hear if the football team won or lost, so I think they lost, didn't they, Mike? He's hiding their shame.
Yeah, I think so. Don't bring it out. Let's see. Am I should.
Sensitive topic. Come
on. I'm changing it. Let's see if I can make my computer a little bit faster.
Gonna do that. Download more RAM?
Yes.
Ah, perfect.
Go to www.ramme.com.
Okay.
Ram.me.
Rammy. Okay.
I heard you can download new RAM from there.
Sounds legit, right?
Yeah. It's you just have to download it and then keep your computer turned on if possible, but try to put it in a microwave.
Oh.
And then it will activate the new RAM that you downloaded.
Okay.
Yeah. Hashtag not technical advice.
Well, I think my that doesn't really work with my PC because my microwave is quite small. So I think I'm out of luck with that one.
I think you just get a bigger microwave as well.
Yeah, why not, right?
Cheaper than more RAM. I say that.
Is
Probably
it?
not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't know. Keep scooting it around till I'm satisfied, and then just mess it up completely again. But I must say, I quite like the results.
Yeah, it looks very nice. Very pulled apart. Well, yeah, you know, rafelig.
Yeah,
Rafelig, yeah.
rafelig. How do you call rafelig in English?
Ruffled?
Raffle?
Ruffly? Hmm.
My
Doesn't
head
sound
goes to
right.
weathered, but it doesn't. That's not. No,
It's not specific enough.
no. It's you know, it's this.
Yeah.
It's rafelig. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just apply it and make it even more rafelig.
Raffle it up.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, why is it crashing? I thought it was just autosaving. Okay, it is. Okay. Okay. Okay.
It's not the Royal Oxford. It's the Twirl. Yes.
That's Royal Oxford.
No, it's Twirl. This the Royal
The-
Oxford has some odd whatchamacallits,
This
poly
one.
grips. So it's not just a single strand; it kind of goes around. And I don't want that.
Oh.
I want to have this straight strands.
Straight strand.
But these are weird as well. What's going on? Oh wait, maybe I should undo that a bit. Align. Yeah, that helps as well. I think in this case now the Oxford one will be able to do the thing. Yeah, it's able to do the thing. I had to align them. Beep, 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 beep.
It did the job. It's the thing you wanted it to do.
Yeah, I'm just moving those now around now with the move tool with the topology turned on. Oh, it's also in the brushes as the move topological one. It's the exact same one. You're learning Maya Zebra's marvelous designer to make models for games. Nice. In my research on the internet, I read about the Blender program. Yes, but it's not as industry standard. What's your opinion? It's true. It's not really industry standard, though a lot more studios are picking it up because it's a lot more friendly to your purse or to the studio's purse.
Yeah, and also a lot of people start learning Blender now.
Yeah,
so
it's very accessible, being free.
Yeah, exactly. So if they are the best using Blender, then the studio is like, yeah, sure, use Blender. And
Yeah,
if they were the best in Maya, then usually the studio is like, okay, then we'll get a Maya license.
never was that lucky. I just was lucky enough that the studio had Maya licenses. But yeah, though when I was working at Larian 7 years ago on Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh no, I deleted my thing again. They noticed how much easier I was able to work in Maya compared to Max that they were using. And so they were like, yeah, okay, let's just keep using Maya. Just keep using that one. It's good. But yeah, I think because a lot of people these days are learning Blender because it's so accessible, and the videos, there's so many videos about Blender, that it just becomes very hard to ignore. And these days I have to use that as well. I'm blendering, yeah. Though I'm using a plugin that really does its best to make it look like it's Maya or just function like it's Maya. It's still Blender, and Blender has a lot of positive things. It's a good piece of software, but because I've been using Maya for a bit less than 15 years right now, it's very difficult for me to change to a different way of modeling because they're not the same pieces of they're not similar. They are modeling software, both of them, but from the ground up they're different. And even with the plugin that I have, it's just impossible to make them to make one look like the other one.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like about Blender. It's just that it's stupid. It's left side and it's left-handed and inside out, and it's just yeah. No, for if you want to merge a vertice, right? Where would you go to? What shortcut does that do, Mike?
Shortcut?
Yeah.
No clue. In Max, you have to open up the side panel, and then you have to put it to vertex mode, and then you have to select the vertexes, and then you have to select collapse.
Yeah. They I haven't really found it in the menu, because when you look it up, I'm like, why do I find this online? They always show up with the shortcut and not where it is located, which I find very frustrating. Which is not a Blender thing; that's a Blender community thing. But it's Alt. You know, that's a good button. But you have to go to M. Yeah. So it's not really an ergonomic way of using.
The other alt.
I've got no idea.
Right.
I've got no idea.
Because that one is closer then.
Yeah. I'm so used to having everything just on the left side of it.
Yeah.
Instead of, playing the piano on my keyboards for shortcuts, where I almost have to use both hands. It's no, I'm not a fan of modeling in Blender, though it's a lot of people can, which is good, and they make very good things. I'm just too used to Maya.
Then Blender also does sculpting and rendering. And
it does everything. It's great.
A bunch more.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, hard to do to know everything about Blender. I don't even know everything about ZBrush.
Or Maya.
Or Maya, definitely not Maya anymore. I've not used Maya in ages.
I just went back
For me,
recently.
it's like so we both went to the same school. We learned Maya, and then in my internship company they used SketchUp.
Ugh.
So I learned SketchUp, and then in the startup company that I worked afterwards, they used Cinema 4D. So I learned Cinema 4D. And then I switched back to Maya for a little bit when I was working for myself. And then at the company where I am now, they are all using Max, so I'm using Max.
Yeah.
So
flexible guy.
Yeah, it's for the things that I do, I don't really need to know modeling anymore. I just need to know topology. And you can figure that out in any of those programs.
I can imagine it's like switching from Photoshop to GIMP. GIMP is amazing, but I can't find anything, and nothing makes sense to me. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Yeah. Also, Sonet also said Blender is Blender is sculpted using a lot of VRAM, while ZBrush using CPU, and it gives a lot more freedom. That's correct. Yeah, ZBrush is just made for just sculpting, even though they relatively recently, it's been a couple of years now as well, but added the Z modeler in there, which is really nice. It still does just sculpting really. Yeah, it's really perfected to do that.
Yeah, it's the way that it calculates all the vertices is just so much. It
Black
allows
magic,
for so
really.
much higher poly count.
Yeah,
without having a beast computer.
and
without needing a beast computer, let's say.
yeah, and I can open this file, the one I'm working right now. It's like 7 million total points. And I can open it on the Wacom that I have, the Wacom Marble Studio Pro 13. Mouthful. But that one it doesn't have a lot of power. It's very utilitarian piece of laptop, let's call it. It's yeah, it's really made for graphic design and things like that. But it doesn't have the power for it. But it does have a CPU, so it can run ZBrush.
Yeah, it's like these 20 million points. What is that? 80 million polygons or something. I can open it in Max. I'm sure I can open it, import it, and all that. But then I cannot do anything with it.
Yeah, right now my PC is also a little bit struggling with moving it around. It feels a little bit laggy, and but yeah, so I think it will be even more so on a lower PC or device. Ooh, I wonder if my PC would burn if I made a 15 million poly model in Blender. Ooh. Ooh, I think Blender would try, but yeah, I think it would crash. Yeah.
Yeah. Even movie models are not 50 million. Animated movie models are the ones that I've seen. They are like 12 million max.
It's also very optimized as well, right?
Yeah, well, pretty optimized.
Yeah.
It has a very clean topology layout
Yeah.
and many UDIMs, like texture sets, like a whole lot of texture sets. But yeah, for since they don't have to render it real time, it costs a lot of memory, but they don't care about memory because they don't need to have it loaded at real time.
Yeah,
They
just
need to
render
make
it.
an image once, and if they have to make that image in a shorter time frame, then they might want to optimize it more. But usually that's not needed. Usually, the moving on to the next scene has more priority than rendering this scene a little bit faster.
The animation that we had to make, Daisy.
Oh yes, that was a thing. I,
Certainly something.
it was an experiment.
Yeah,
how does
and an
movie work?
experience as well. It was
Experimental experience.
Yeah.
It's probably still online somewhere.
It should be. Yeah. Should we share? Should we?
Sure. I don't know if it works. I don't know where to find it right now.
I can. I think we still got an account.
If it didn't. get taken down.
I don't think it does. No, there it is. The Gossip Girl, 9 years ago. Oh, there you go, guys. There's Daisy.
Only 9 years?
Yeah, it's 9 years ago already.
I thought it was longer ago.
Nope. One 1,000 already. Oh man, we don't have that many views on our channel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe if our videos are 9 years old, they might.
Oh yeah, maybe. Let's see in 8.5 years, and then we get back to you guys.
Exactly. Don't. I don't have the music playing, but I just remember.
You don't need to. It's just there.
I mean, it's not that bad. It's not. In my
but the
in my
process,
memories, it
though.
was a bit worse. I mean, it's not great, but it's like.
But it was so chaotic. Yeah. Hands off to Hans, who just rigged everything, and it's
Like simulation on everything that's like bouncing off of things.
I did the research for the grass and the feather and everything like that. Yeah,
You did that.
I did
The
that.
simulation and Maya, with the caching and stuff.
Yeah, but
There
then I
you go.
went to the simulation of the ground where the golem comes up.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, and then Eric went to the simulation of the thing, and so he's credited for the simulation of it, and not me, because I didn't finish it because I had to do other things. Because besides that, I also had to sculpt McDougal, the little character.
Oh,
Yeah,
this guy.
he's a nice guy.
Oh, good night, Soudad. Yeah, that was
Good
very
night.
nice chatting with you
Yeah, it
too.
was really fun.
Good. I hope you come back next time.
Yeah, I hope so as well. It's been fun.
Have a good night.
Goodbye.
Bye. Do some nice sculpting. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, what a name. McDougal.
Dougal, yeah. Out of all the names, should we call it like that? Yeah, sure, man. I'm just so tired.
It's a great name.
I don't care. Oh, you're from Turkey, but your name is Italian. Ah, there you go. Goodbye. we know
It's a secret.
we know a secret. Okay, we won't tell anyone.
Hey,
We won't tell anyone. This is going on the internet, right?
Yeah, no, nobody will
Oh
know.
no. Yeah. You're good. You're good.
But we'll keep it. We'll keep it. It's safe. It's safe with us. I am not using the back face on the right brush. Like I wanted to use backface masking on my masking brush, but then I turned it on while being on my clay brush,
Ah, that's a good
not on the
move.
masking brush.
That's a good move you did there.
Okay, now we have this selected. And I'll see if I can clean that version.
Oh, your name is a
This is
secret. Ah.
oh, it's
Yeah, keep it a
it's
secret.
real
It's
name.
the
Okay,
internet. Yeah,
yeah.
they don't need to know.
Secret name. Maybe one day, in confidence, we will learn of the name
Still call him Sonnet.
of the great sonnet.
Yeah.
Sonat. And how does it in Italian? How's that? Sonat.
Like Sonata, but without the ta
Sonat.
erachter. Yeah, it
Sonat. But is it sonat or sonat? Like
Sonat.
French people.
Yeah, Sonat. We talked about this last time as well. Yeah. I remembered. No worries.
I don't remember. I remember so something like it. Okay, maybe I remember. Maybe I'm just a little bit stupid.
Oh yeah, that could be one thing as well. Yeah, it's
That's very possible.
it's a possibility.
Zermesh.
Mesh.
Zermesh.
It would be even cooler if I just did a bandana. It was an actual, just twirling around and around and around and around. But that's just silly to do.
I mean.
I have to start over and don't really want to.
Ah, okay. That's fair.
And if I make it chaotically enough, then people won't really notice either, I think.
Why do I have an inside?
Well, it's to separate the world from the outside. I don't know. No.
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't.
Features, and I created an inside on this mesh for some reason. And I was like, that's not what I want, because then my ZV mesher would go strange.
Yeah, something like this. This is good enough. I think the back should be pushed in a bit closer. I will do that after I done the put the pattern on it. Let's first cut it off again.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Such a wild guy. Yep. This is called sculptures. We don't want that.
Dealing with sculptures?
We don't want that right now. Okay, and then I'll do a dynamic subdiv. Give it some thickness. More. Let's do this.
Time's up. Yeah, that's our time is up.
Down.
Thank you, little Yori. I accidentally let it. But we can kind of look what we've done. Yeah, I do. I like it. It's not a while. That's like looks nice and clean what you got over there.
It's time. And right now.
That looks way cleaner.
So much stuff going on here.
Stuff?
I tried this last time. And now it's this.
Ah. Yeah, it's a little rounder right now. The previous one was very flat.
Ciao.
I like it.
I will probably. I don't know what route I want to go.
If you go back to the previous one real quick. There is, for me, some distinction between the outer parts and the central, the spine. And with the new one that you've got, the shapes are very they're very defined. They kind of look similar. Like the spine looks identical to the his outside carapace. If you kind of see what I mean.
I think so. Like over here we have the. Let me just turn the stroke down a little. Over here they go like up, and then over here they go like down.
Yeah, that as well,
No,
and I think also because the outside over here are a little bit more muted compared to the spine. They kind of stand out a little bit more, and what you got right now, everything is equally as prominently there.
Yeah, it definitely is. Just do that.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, I think, but that's kind of what kind of stands out to me.
Yeah,
maybe if the outer ones are a little bit closer together, so
I just make them a little flatter.
Yeah. Just keep the same roundness, but not the distance between them should maybe slightly less than its spine.
Yeah.
I think, at least.
I think I agree. But I am thinking if I want to make them all Ziri meshed plates before I do that, or not. Never do it. Yeah, I will make them Ziri mesh plates. I think I will have a little bit more control if I do that. But right now, also, they are still connected, and I think I will cut them loose.
We were just teaching someone that slower topology is good, right? So.
Yeah, no, it's easier to control.
Yeah. It would be very bad of us if we just ignored our own word.
Yeah, no, it's just.
But
I
we
think
are
I can
hypocrites,
also.
so we are allowed to.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can do it in plates, but then I have like a lot of different sections, like.
Yeah, does that matter?
24 at least different sections.
Yeah, so like 50,
different
right?
Tools and things, and like I think I could also merge them together basically, and just scope in the sections basically like that. That would be my other option.
I'm about to say an ugly word for you right now.
Oh no, don't do it.
But what if, right?
Poly groups?
Yeah.
No.
Just smush them together into one subgroup.
Because look at this. Every time that I want to change something, I have to select it and do it, and I go and do it, and then Look, there are 4 steps that I don't have to do if they are just a separate subtool. I can just like alt click. That's it. Alt click. That's it.
Go to your brush, and there
Uh-huh.
is the not the modifiers. It's the auto masking. There you go. And it's masked by polygroup, and you turn it all the way up to 100. And then you got a move topological, basically, kind of a function, but only for polygroups.
But then I also have if for example this one, right? I'm not stubborn at all.
I know, me neither.
Then we have this one, then we have this polygroup and this polygroup
Oh,
and
yeah.
this polygroup, and that's
It's nice. You can do it. Yeah.
But also, if I want to duplicate all of this, I would kind of like to fix this inside before I do that, or I just do it at each. I don't know what I will do yet.
Difficult to see on that tiny screen of me. It's like an eighth of my screen, what I'm currently seeing on from Mike. It's like, you know?
I'll just do it separate. I will keep them separated.
Like the song from
Bim, bidum, bam, bim, badum, dum.
how are they called again?
I don't know.
I forgot either as well.
Soup.
No.
Like 182. Smash Mouth.
No, maybe what was it? Some 41.
Panic at the Disco.
I think those were quite a lot later. Were they?
Nirvana.
Were funny. Those were a lot earlier.
Mozart.
Mozart, yeah, that one is quite recent. Offspring. There we go. The Offspring.
Oh, I thought it was actually some 42.
Yeah. No, it's the Offspring.
Okay.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Very thick over there, and it's very thin over there. It's because my topology wasn't good enough.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I could have done, and I didn't do.
Yes.
Just undo all
Duplicate,
that.
duplicate.
Just undo all of that. That before I do that, I just remesh, right? That would be handy. Everything's kind of equal. Not really. Oh, something wrong going there. Do it all that noodling again though, but I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing, so I think I'm good.
Maybe that was the problem.
It's cannot reconstruct subdivisions. Okay. Just remesh with some lower. That's too low. I think this is good enough.
We gotta restart the timer.
Oh, sure. Let's turn them for about 15 minutes. Then we got 5 minutes of
playtime.
There we go. Okay, we got that there. Got that there. Push that one in a bit, and over there as well. Yeah, this will have to do.
Let me save my file.
He says when he still
before I
noodles around with it.
Before I go crazy.
Even
Let me
more
save
so.
it. Yeah, because I either have to duplicate all my subtools to have a backup version, or I just have a backup save file.
Yeah, just do the save file.
Because I already have 90 subtools, Bram.
And you haven't really put any one of them in a group?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you can also duplicate the entire group. It's with a little gear. Then it's duplicate. Fourth one, yes. I can count. Sort of, a little bit.
Kind of. It counts.
It counts, yes. Let's just start noodling with this one. I'll just apply it and just see where I end up. Beep, 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 beep. Tip, 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 tip. Oh, no. Undo it. Align it first. There we go. It's clipping with the hair, I'm aware, but that's... yeah, it's not something really I care too much for.
Yeah, the hair.
I care about the hair right now. It's a silly hair that needs to be redone anyway, so...
Yeah, but where the hair has a chair anywhere.
The single hair is a chair?
Yeah, a single hair chair.
That's a big hair. This one's just really
Yeah,
busy.
had a concept from Share.
Comes from Share. Oh no.
Yeah.
Can she do concepts as well?
The what?
If she can do concepts as well now.
Yes.
Or is she just the concept? The
A
concept of
concept chair.
Share.
Concept chair.
The Share chair.
Yeah, everybody shares this
Or
chair.
the Share hair chair.
Yes. Share the share. Share the chair. Chair.
You can do it. I believe you.
What will you do now? I do English.
Do you now?
Mm,
Perfect.
twice a day.
Wow. The beginning of the day and at the end of the day.
Beginning of the day, I'm wishing it was the end of the day.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Skibidi boop bop 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 beep bop boop.
Go. It's a big mess. That's a bit too uniform on the front. Let's just make it even messier. And it is a mess. Let's push this one in. Let me just very thin over here. Oh, exclude them again.
You're making a mesh.
I'm making a mesh. Yes. There we go. And just inflate a bit. Over here and over there. Just deflate it in these. Sorry. Deflate it in these areas.
So you said on the brush, auto masking.
Are you gonna do it?
Mask by poly group there. Oh, it's a slider one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do it.
the rest are all buttons, and this one's like nah.
Nah, we're gonna put a slider here just to confuse
Yeah.
you. Probably has a good use case for it being a slider, but today, exactly.
They are not even. They are all the same poly group.
That doesn't really help.
And then later I will forget that I have this thing turned on and then just be like, what the hell is this move brush doing? I don't get it.
Then the end never laugh at you. Oh, silly Mike. Don't you remember that you did that thing like a week ago?
No. I'll just have to do the... I don't know what's wrong, so I'll just have to restart ZBrush fix.
Yeah, this initialize ZBrush just completely everything.
Oh no. All my brushes.
An easier way is just to reset the brush. It should be in the brush category, right?
Should be.
On the bottom. Yeah, it's all the way on the bottom. Just recent current brush.
Oh, the current one. I always just reset all. I only went to here to the brush one and reset all.
Oh, okay.
That's where I always found it.
I never really looked at that one. It's fun to see the same thing in a separate place. For the first time in like 10 years I've been using this software. Never could be bothered to look up there.
Yeah, I mean,
there's 50 pixels in that direction. Nah, that button doesn't need my attention for 10 years. I'll ignore it. Thank you very much.
Just imagine how much time you save by not paying attention to that one.
Yeah. I don't really have a counter, so I think it's a decent amount.
Yeah, it's like if every time that you opened up this menu thing, which you do with B, then and every time you would notice it for just a millisecond, and that over 10 years.
Every day for 10 years, 1 single millisecond. That's a lot.
At least a couple seconds.
At least, yeah.
See, those seconds you can use now for something else, like scrolling down to the bottom of the brush panel.
Exactly.
Yeah. Time well spent.
Just gonna move that. Just gonna do that. Just gonna go crosswise. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you gone absolutely bonkers?
No, that I haven't yet.
You should. It's really fun.
I've seen that movie and I said, nah, not for me.
There's a movie called Bonkers.
Yeah, it's a Disney one.
Oh, I'm just thinking of like the game, like the oversexed squirrel.
I think
Like
he's a cheetah.
I thought it was
The policeman, right?
Uh,
This does not make sense if you don't know who Bonkers is.
no, I was like, I was thinking of like from the. It looks like he could fit in Banjo Kazooie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheetah.
He's a cheetah, right? Kiori, back me up.
What?
You know this. You know Bonkers.
It's not even called Bonkers because I cannot find it.
Bonkers uit de bocht.
I don't know what that is. Maybe it was Conker. Yeah, it was Conker, not Bonker.
Oh, you're looking at Conker. No, I'm looking at Bonker.
Conker is like he has a lot of talk about nuts and other sexual innuendos that I never got because I was so innocent. Bad Fur Day, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah. That one was Nintendo approved, weirdly enough. Bonkers, yeah. Conker is the insane squirrel. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I just get Disney has called Bonkers. Because I'm in the UK now. Oh no, one of the Google results is NPO radio, so not as UK as I thought.
Yeah, but Bonkers was a experiment of Disney that went straight to VCR, so you know how good it was. Yes, they had a lot of faith to it, and it's kind of creating a world with Disney figures that lived kind of in a sort of a Hollywood kind of thing. And the main character Bonkers is one of the actors, but he turns into a policeman.
At night.
Nah, just he just switches jobs, and it's very chaotic because he's terrible at it. That's the thing. Yeah.
So it was like the first version of Hannah Montana.
Kinda, yeah.
A normal policeman by day, but Hollywood star by night.
Never seen a single episode of Hannah Montana. I think I completely missed that boat.
She got the best of both worlds.
Did she?
Yeah, that's what she says. It's the best because she has the fame and the anonymous
Enemies.
and anatomy.
You've forgotten it existed. I remember it being one of your favorite movies.
So if I search for Bonkers Disney, does it
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up?
you see a cheetah policeman officer thingy.
Ah, I mean, that looks pretty cool.
It looks very Disney. Yeah, somewhere in the
Yeah.
very 90s TV show Disney.
It's like Animaniacs Disney.
Yeah, the kind of what they tried to do, but it flopped a bit. And we never saw him again until the Chip and Dale movie,
Oh.
because they set up a similar kind of a scene, right? With all the characters being Hollywood figures. And like, oh, where's Bunkers? Where should he be? He should be in there. And then he's at the very end. He kind of looks like one of the bootlegged ones. And he kind of just escapes. So try to bootleg Bonkers. Yeah. That's what he got. Nah, you can get bootlegged.
You can be in here
We don't
for
care.
the 2 people that know you.
We don't care about that. Just get bootlegged.
Nobody knows you. You went straight to VCR.
I mean, we did that, but yeah. Oh, you gotta go. Hey, goodbye. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for reminding us of Bonkers.
Yeah, and hope you get up early tomorrow.
Have a good weekend.
Goodbye. Bye. Bandana, 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 bandana. Too much. Let's do that. Let's it again, so it's a bit more. This can be. Let's go for there. Here even maybe. Ah,
Spread out everything.
like I can't remove the edge loop. I can't hide it.
No.
I don't know. This one doesn't work.
Is it accidentally masked? Do like a clear mask control thing? And now? Still not. And you are in the select lasso.
It's like lasso. Yeah.
Yeah. What the
Maybe if I do
frick?
it 10 times more, it will do it.
Maybe it has such a beautiful topology that in the other direction does it work?
The
And,
vertical ones. Oh yeah.
yeah, those work. Okay, so maybe it has such a beautiful topology that it would hide everything
Oh, it's just a swirl.
in one loop. Maybe.
Oh, I hope not. Okay, let's go back a bit.
Maybe, because I cannot think of another reason why it wouldn't do it in that direction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was after I remeshed. So reconstruct subdiv and again. You're right. I think you're right, Mike.
I have brain.
You used it.
I did.
Ah, thank you very much. And now I will just remesh.
Do 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 do
What
do.
are you doing?
Me? Oh, those.
See,
This is being
being silly.
a silly Willy. I wanted to say a bad word that's not per se considered a bad word, but only because I'm living in Scotland.
Goose is a bad word.
No. Well, maybe. Geese are pretty mean sometimes.
That's true. That's kind of their animo, their modus operandi, if you could say.
I could not say that. I barely know what that means. So-
It's the mode you operate in.
What?
Yeah,
I operate in this mode.
that's your modus operandi.
Or is that and that's not goose mode.
Oh, both for geese it is. I lost them.
Yes. What? Who am I? What am I doing here? What is all of this? Why am I seeing so many squares? So now all of y'all, if I just dynamic subdivision with a bit of thickness, bada bing, bada boom, 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 boom. That's sick.
Did it
A
work?
little bit more. And now I can move them all closer together.
Closer even.
Because now they are still the same distance as before. It's just now they are, flat planes. That don't look like flat planes. Secret flat planes.
Now understand the power of polygons. Is that a
Yes.
spite you will say no? No.
It's within reason.
Do it like that. There we go. Kind of hide it. Just push the bit. It's a little bit more uneven. I think I can really use the damn standard because it's so low. Yeah. I will just apply this. Scoot everything around again. Turn the move tool as well, that will help. Align by the looks of it. Got that again. Beep, 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 beep. Just make a big mess of it. Yet again.
Same.
Yep. I mean, I said it before, but I like the result. I like this method of doing things.
Noodling.
Yeah, that as well.
Method of noodling. Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? Ah, look how clean that looks. And also, I like that the two are a bit more separate now. The outsides and the spine. And you're amazing, Mike. Oh, it's all shiny as well. Oh, looks good shiny. Like a scarab beetle.
Yeah, exactly. If you cannot see your bumps and lumps when you have a shiny material, then you did good. So if it's still bumpy lumpy, then you see it definitely. Like, well, oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh.
That's not nice and clean. That's why you just don't use a shiny material, then you don't see it.
Also the what's it again? It's also very good at seeing bumps. It's the Madcap White. Is this one that I'm using? Because it also
Yes.
it also highlights everything ever so slightly.
You
So
know
you
which
keep smoothing when you've got this one turned on.
you know which one as well? The RGB normal.
Oh yeah,
Then you can see all all the directional differences. It's like if it doesn't look smooth there, then it's not smooth.
this one is a lavender color.
Uh, it's pretty cool though. And fucking freaking neo disco synthwave dragon.
I thought you guys would be offline after the countdown. Now I'm on my phone and you guys are online. Yeah. Oh, another word that I can't see. Cause I'm hungry and want to learn script for pros. Hello again. Well, hello.
Hello.
Look at our beautiful, colorful boys.
The countdown was just accidentally there from the Tuesday stream. We forgot to switch it off.
I'm sorry.
So that's why it was counting down, and then we were like, "Oh yeah, it's still counting down. Do we mind?" It was like, "Oh no, we'll just review after the time is up, and then we'll reset the timer."
Yeah,
So this
this
is
kind
now.
of is usually for the Tuesday streams where we were making the same piece of concept, kind of like you wanted last week. You thought it was a good idea, and we were actually doing that already, which is pretty fun. And so we just got a random concept, and you both have to make it in about 3 hours.
Yes. We set one timer for 1 hour, and then another timer for 1.5 or 2 hours.
Yeah, because after the first hour, we just kind of look back, we sit, and I kind of what do I still need to do? Kind of reflect on the chaos that
It's
happened
like,
that hour ago.
what are the worst offenders here?
Yeah, that's one way of calling them. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm
I'm
still
still
noodling.
we're both still working on the same things. I am doing the scales. I have now made them lower poly, uh, and they are actually just flat planes right now, so I can place them a little bit easier than before. So I how did I do that? I had this and I masked the tops, and then I polygrouped them and deleted the rest and z-remeshed and made them into planes. And now, with the help of dynamic subdivisions, I'm trying to place them a little bit more flat, because before they had quite a lot of depth to the scales. And now I wanted to have the more thin scales that are more properly overlapping. And it's just it takes a while.
Quality costs time, right?
Yeah. I hope it ends up in quality, yes.
Yeah. I think we did well already, Mike. Oh, I forgot a tiny bit. He said immediately afterwards.
High quality, then I forgot.
I forgot about this piece of quality right over here in this little corner of his face.
Oh, it's that 20% of quality that's stuck out there. A quality polygon down there.
Yeah, definitely. Up a bit. Let's use a transparent one so I can a little bit easier see what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, I think that's good. If I work on a hair again, I can move that around. Okay, I think that's that part of the bandana done. I think that's the part of the bandana is done. Yeah.
Alright. You're getting faster. Another one done.
Now I need to do the ones on the side, right over here. So this one needs to scoot down a bit. Push that inward as well. Push it up a bit. And let's do these ones. And then we look over there, and they have a thickness. Okay, so let's remove the thickness.
Save.
How to save? Time is drinking, Mike. I just normal save real quick. Am I allowed to normal save ZBrush? Am I?
Yes.
Nope.
Please do.
Auto saving though.
Why?
Drinking.
Okay, well, it's at least saved. Saved somewhere. What a strange thing your ZBrush is saying to you.
Yeah, it kind of happens when the file becomes a bit too convoluted. Yep. I think we had it as well with the Kingdom Hearts and the Zelda ones. Yeah, I had a similar problem. There was the check for mesh integrity button, right? That I again forgot what it was.
Geometry.
Yeah. I think
Geometry, the bottom one, check mesh.
yeah, I think I had to check that one, and then it worked again.
Do it.
In a bit.
Do it. It's the secret fix ZBrush problems button. It's like, is your ZBrush behaving weird? Try pushing this button. You will see nothing change, but maybe it will
It
behave
probably
better.
is fixed.
Yeah.
It's in geometry, in mesh integrity, and check for mesh integrity. It's completed successfully. And a fixed mesh. Completed successfully. And now
successful.
it works. For some
And
reason.
well, sometimes it says like fixed this many double edges, like an edge that has like 3 polygons attached to it.
Right. It's difficult to do in ZBrush.
Things like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite. I don't know. I think with Sculptrix Pro you can do it.
That kind of explains why it happened a lot with the.
Quite easily.
I think that
on purpose, it's hard.
It kind of explains why that happened that much on those two projects, because I was using a lot of Sculptress, yeah.
Yeah, You try to make everything out of one mesh, which is really cool.
It was fun. Let me just show that one. It's been a while since I've looked at those. Stick.
Save, and then I'll open mine because I like it. Alright, that's it. Oh my god, this one sucks. Let me
Sculpting
just fix it.
PolyParty, the sphere pullouts, and I kind of started with. Let me just load one. Is this the first one I did? Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts was the first one.
Yeah, but that this was the first save.
Oh, damn, boy.
Yeah. Apparently. And I ended up, because we were listening to a lot of Kingdom Hearts music, and Mike was making a Kingdom Hearts based sculpt from it, and then I kind of made this from it.
I don't know where my Kingdom Hearts was. Here's myself.
It's a big hole. Yeah, that was pretty fun. And it's just one single mesh, as you can see, and it never pulled it out. It's just only added by Dynameshing and also Sculptures Pro. Do you think that learning Marvelous? Do you guys think that learning Marvelous time waste? If if learn cloth and drapery good in ZBrush, because Marvelous Maya workflow is kind of complicated. It kind of always happens when you use multiple, go back and forth between multiple pieces of software. Because you have to export it and then you have to import it there, and then you change it a little bit, and you have to kind of do that second step again, right? And it kind of comes with the terrain. No, how you call it?
Territory.
Territory. Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's not worth it. The cloth in ZBrush they're pretty great. I haven't really used it all that much because just the style of characters that I usually create. But Marvelous Designer does really good. That's the clothing simulations that they have. So if you want something that looks realistic, or then you can really get that in that piece of software. It's not really I don't think it's a piece of software that's not worth it, but it kind of depends on what you create as well.
Yeah, it's Marvelous. Just makes it, in theory, faster to do the more realistic folds, but they don't always look as good as that you know they could look if you know what folds look like. So if you can sculpt a good cloth, then you know what a good cloth looks like, and then you can also get good cloth from Marvelous in that way. But if you don't know what a good cloth looks like, then you think that, oh, this Marvelous one is fine as it is, and then you don't refine it further. And that's, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to do a lot of research on how, for instance, a silk dress flows compared to a burlap shirt. Right? One is very heavy and thin, and it flows very easily because it's soft, and the other one is just thick and it doesn't really move around like burlap doesn't. You don't really see a lot of burlap shirts, but you know, it's the different kinds of materials. You kind of have to know the distinction between them and how to get that. But it's a similar kind of thing that you need to know for sculpting them as well. Does it look like the thing that I want to sculpt? Does it look thin enough, or does it look thick enough? It's
and because it is thicker, it folds in a different way, and if it is, yeah. So it is good to know, but it's if you can only do amazing ZBrush thing cloth, then that's just as good. Then they can teach you the marvelous in relatively little time.
Yeah.
Than if you don't know how cloth works at all.
I feel like we're smart today, Mike.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Sometimes we just make facts up, but this time.
I think today we haven't made anything up yet.
Well, just a rhyme. Oh well, I tried at least. Oh, actually, I got my things.
Someone is cutting back already the movie, like to the point where we today makes facts up.
Yeah, vanity facts. Kingdom Hearts 1 is, but I cannot show it my window when I go there. But let me see. Might be here.
We had a little challenge for we did the same thing as the Kingdom Hearts one, but for the Kingdom Hearts one, Mike went inside the sphere that we had, and I went outside. And for the second one, Mike went outside a shape, and I went into a shape. So I just made a very rough rock, which is this one, and just carved some Twilight Princess in there from the Legend of Zelda, which was fun. I just kept the original one over here, which is the second subtool that you see, but that was just to see if I was still inside the mesh itself. Why isn't it showing its pants?
I had this one. Yay!
There is it.
Well, but into the sphere, so there's only one thing. It was a lot of carving, and I used polygroups, Bram.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I don't have them anymore because this one is decimated. But if I load the one older, it's a little bit heavy.
Asking so many questions. I hope you guys are not being bored. No, we're not being bored at all. We enjoy this. Like we said, it makes us feel smart. So just keep asking those questions. Ask your mother. The internet.
The PolyPaint kept going crazy.
Yeah, because of the sculptures, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look at those polygroups.
Oh, look how cute. I'm pretty proud of this one.
Yeah. I mean, it was quite challenging already, and then this guy decides to go inside and not only make one character, but 3 of them. And a half. Yeah, there's a little heartless over there.
Zelda. Same. Just make 3 characters because why not, right?
Yeah, why not? I also did 3 characters back then. So
out of
just look at them.
Thing. It's just I'm really unhappy with the faces of Link and Zelda.
They turn to that side. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I like Ganon's face, but then Link and Zelda they look yeah, not great.
Do you want to take a look at Midna's face? Oh wait, do I have a polygroup there? No, I don't. I don't have any polygroups in this one, Mike. Not anymore, at least.
Oh, you don't have
polygroups?
Yeah,
I did use polygroups in this one.
How dare you?
But not in this file. This is Midna's face. There you go. Are you happy with yourself now? Does it make you feel a little bit better? I mean, there was no way to get there properly, so you wouldn't ever see it because of the angle. It had some more detail, but then I dynameshed again, like I'm an idiot. Uh, so I lost all that detail again.
That's cool too, bro. This one is cool too.
Look,
I like it.
folds, cloth. Yeah.
Bold, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a bit of an odd one. Just can't really seem to fix it, so
anyway, that was cool.
yeah, it was a fun project. It was a fun challenge.
Pokemon redesign.
Pokemon redesign. Oh yeah. We picked ourselves a random Pokemon. Just let it roll from a table, and same with a type. And we had to make this Pokemon in that type. So it's a type change, really. Let's see if I can
To
open it up.
look where I started. Where I
I'm
ended
not
up.
gonna show
Oh
where
yeah,
I
baby.
started. No, that one where I started was stupid. But I had a Nidoqueen that... Yeah, there it is. I had a Nidoqueen that was Steel type. There you go. So I made a Steel type Nidoqueen.
Yeah. And for me, well, it was for alligator. And it was supposed to become ghost type, but I think it became more a dark type. But anyway, I had fun making it.
First one. There we go. Here's my first one. Not this
I had
one.
some.
I think it was this one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had some freaky in-betweeners. Let's see.
Oh yeah, your work in progress was very...
This one
It
is
changed quite a
already
lot
quite.
from beginning to end. Yeah, I mean mine did as
Yeah.
well, but your shapely did. It started off like that, right?
Oh, look at this.
Look
So
at the boy.
strange.
Yeah.
And then he removed his belly.
Yeah, maybe more like the gaping dragon from Dark Souls.
Okay, this one is very strange.
Oh
What
yeah.
number am I at? 7. So 8. Ah, now it starts to look like what it would become later.
It's just hinge somewhere near his shoulders. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so silly, but so good.
That's where I started doing those the skin folds that
Yeah,
I
you
like
really wanted
doing.
to do those, but it
Yeah.
didn't really didn't really work on the for alligator, right?
Yeah, it just made it way too busy. So now I have my dragon.
It goes wild on it.
Doing all the foldy things that go. So it's like all the shapes that go in each other, and then also have a like hard edge on the other side. I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with this one.
Having the best time with that dragon.
Yeah. Oh, it's not
Can
even
you
my height
technically call
dragon.
it a dragon? I don't know, but who cares?
It is a dragon. It is.
Yeah.
I believe in him. He's my dragon boy. It's a big epic lizard with 2 jaws. Because why not?
Like the
It's more of a
twin-headed Thunder
god.
Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! And Slifer the Sky Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, Slifer. So, what was the first one that you said there from Yu-Gi-Oh?
Twin-headed Thunder Dragon. He has two heads.
I have an idea of which one it is.
It's
Let
a
me
red
see.
one, and he has two heads, or two mouths on his
It
face. Which industry do you recommend to focus on? The toy printer game industry? In Reddit, people say that there are so many people in the game industry and jobs are less than qualified pros. What do you think? I can only talk about the game industry. That's because that's the one I was in. Not anymore. And it was also very difficult that once the studio reorganized and I had to look for a new job, that it was very difficult to go back into finding a new one. There's a lot of competition in it, but the same goes for the toy industry, from what I've heard, or the collectibles.
I think all the industries are competitive. All of them require you to be good.
Yeah.
So just focus on the one that interests you the most.
Yeah,
If you like to collect things, then start making your own collectibles. If you like games a lot, make your own character that would fit in that game.
or
It's like,
also just not maybe only focus on characters, because there are a lot of people who want to do characters. There are a lot less people who want to do things
environments.
like environments or prop design and things like that, which I think are also really fun. I had a lot of enjoyment when I was doing those, and but yeah, just
Lighting.
see what you think is fun and do that.
Yeah,
You
because I think it's not going to be easy anyway.
Nope.
So focus on the thing that you want to do, and then just keep doing your best.
Yeah, because if you're trying to learn a thing and you don't like it, then why you're learning it? It's yeah. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
You're trying to do a job that you don't like, so if you why do it? I mean, it's difficult to find a job that you do like, but because eventually everything becomes a job anyway.
Yeah. Something that is interesting enough to come back to.
Yeah, something that's interesting or challenging, or the thing that drives you, really. And that's a bit difficult for someone who doesn't know you to to steer you in that direction. Just do the one that you enjoy most, and I think that's the safest way of doing things.
Yeah.
You agree? Perfect. See, great minds think alike. I made a boo boo. Made a boo boo.
Yes, when you're choosing what to focus on, I think there are so many options. So, and you can do anything, but you cannot do everything. So it's like,
Wise words.
yeah. So focus on just pick one. If you like a couple, let's say you have your top three, pick one, focus on that for your first period of time, whatever you decide that period of time will be. And then reevaluate. You like, is it still good? Is this still what you want to do? Or do you think like, maybe I will try this other one as well, and then switch, try it out, and then so you can make a better choice after trying it.
A
I
more
think.
calculated choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, yeah, that first thing was actually a lot more fun than the second thing. Or maybe, oh, no, the second thing is a lot better than the first one.
Yeah.
Well, and that is also a little bit, but where people really like Blender for, because it just basically has everything. Not to the degree that it's industry standard for a lot of studios, not all of them, less and less. But yeah, it's easy to use the knowledge that you've gained before in that in a piece of software and use it for something different, for a different piece of the graphic design. Let's call it 3D modeling. 3D modeling, yeah, for the 3D
Art.
modeling. Yeah, for the visual artistic whatever is and
Whatever you want to call that.
yeah. And yeah, it's easy to go back and forth in there. Like,
Yeah.
it also keeps you from still doing the thing that you still know a little bit, and just use it in the new thing that you're learning. If it's shaders or node-based modeling, like Houdini, there's also class sim in there as well. It's yeah, there's a little bit of everything.
Animation rigging. Oh,
Yay!
those are also in there.
Those are also in there, yes, but I'm just not a
Yeah.
big fan. Just in animation and rigging in general. So
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah,
It does make things come to life, so
it's really
that's
fun
cool as
to
well.
see them come to life, but it just takes for me. It took a lot of my not really time and energy, but just thinking powers. How you call them?
Yeah,
The ones that I'm
thinking
running out of
powers.
right now.
Yeah.
Running out of that thinking powers. It's little jar is empty. Already cleaned it out with my finger today.
If you try to make everything, then it will be messy. Best way to do what you want to do. Yeah, exactly. It's
But
it,
try a lot of things.
yeah. If you're not sure, then you can take some time and experiment.
Yeah.
Try them out one at a time.
If you found the thing that you really like, for instance, sculpting, you just
Yes.
still keep experimenting with it.
Yeah. Experiment hard surface, soft surface,
Yeah.
organic,
That's soft surface,
cloth,
right?
humans, creatures.
Just
There's so many things. It's
different
also
tools,
with
different ways of working it. Try to like kind of what we did with the Kingdom Hearts and the Zelda ones. Just limit yourself. Use a single tool. Um, just to challenge yourself, and you will kind of use a different workflow that you would never use otherwise.
yeah,
And which is also really fun because I was using tools like Sculptors Pro that I never really use anyway in that way. So that's nice to learn new things, even though you've been doing that thing for like a decade.
I think it's when you're learning new things, not even just within 3D or visual arts. It's hard for it to be just wasted time because you can always at some point in your life you will find a use for it.
Yeah,
So, for example, if you look a lot of like deep sea documentaries, and then it's like, oh, I have to design a fish. It's like, oh, hey, I know about that stuff a little bit, and I know where to find it. It's like, huh, you learned about it, and you can apply it. And then if you just look within visual arts, if you can draw and understand the shapes, draw things from different angles, then that will help you in sculpting as well. Will make it easier for you to understand the shapes in sculpting, and the other way around.
I mean,
Same.
until this day, even though I swore it off when we basically everyone in our class swore it off, was using NURBS.
Nerves.
NURBS
Yes.
is kind of what happens if you use something like CAD modeling, but remove all the fine detail control that you got over CAD modeling and just have edges and lines floating in space. And we had to make a car with that, and that was a bit of a challenge for a lot of people, including me. But I made it though. I passed it in the first go. But it's a very old way of doing things.
It's a very technical way.
It's a very technical way, yeah. But until this day, once in a while I will use NURBS to create a surface, to create something that a shape that I need. Not in my main workflow, definitely not, but it's sometimes just a bit easier. Yeah.
And I think the NURBS thing also has helped like with your technical drawings things. Like if you're doing things in Fusion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Basically works like NURBS.
It's basically NURBS, but just better because you got the actual control that we missed in NURBS.
Yes. But the way of thinking is the same.
Definitely, yeah. It's so much easier to use. But yeah. Even the things you don't like or really bad at, you just look back and if in your future, you would sometimes look back and like, oh yeah, I could have done that way, and it might have been a little bit easier. And that might save you like days sometimes.
Come on, a rich tapestry of an artist.
Oh. The faceted one.
One that just keeps getting longer and longer.
It's like your dragon, just keeps on going.
Yeah, it just keeps going until the night stops coming.
It's as long as the night. It's pretty long. It's like at least 6 hours long.
Yeah, 6 hours in light years is pretty long.
I feel, yeah, that's like a quarter of the Earth.
A quarter.
Yeah, that's 24, right? If you divide it up in 24 hours.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was taking 6 hours in light years.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's really far. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know if I'm noodling or if I'm progressing.
Are you having fun?
What am I doing?
Are you having fun?
Time's up. Wait, what is the time?
It's past 11.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, maybe time is up.
It is about that time then.
Maybe we can figure that out next time. Let me just wait before we go. Just need to do something real quick. It'll take about 5 minutes, maybe even less. I'm just gonna extrude that so we have some thickness to it, and then we'll use the inflate. I meant if I like to make game characters and focus on it, no need to learn toy industry workflow, for example. I think if you learn the game industry one, you can also use a lot of the things you've learned from that into in the toy industry as well, and also the other way around. Though there are quite a lot of steps like retopologizing and rigging and animating, texturing, UVing. all those things you don't really need in the toy industry, but you might use, for instance, in the movie industry. So if you want to learn, I think the broadest one, then game art is the one you should choose. If you're going for that, then you'll be easier to switch if you so choose to do so. If you go for instance, just the toy industry, then you learn how to sculpt and how to prepare them for printing or whatever they do with them. And but you won't learn the skills you need for if you, for instance, go to the industry, change industry from games to movie or ads. You make ads. I lost it.
I was going somewhere.
Past 11. But yeah, you might not learn the tools you need to do those things necessarily. Game design has a bit of a broader use case. And especially these days, a lot of them start to look like almost like movie-like, right? For instance, if you look at the latest God of War, the Ragnarok ones, for instance, and
Same.
they just look insane.
They have dynamic muscle systems in there.
Why? When it looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of things you can learn in, I think, in the game industry, and you might not use all of them in different industries. But it has the broadest scope, biggest umbrella. How do you call it?
Yeah.
Biggest box of tools.
Yeah. And then it also depends on what kind of studio you get into.
Yeah.
The smaller the studio, the more of those things you will need to do. Or you will have more than one role, basically. If the studio is like gigantic, then you will have one organic surface modeler and one hard surface modeler and one retopologizer and a UVer, and that would all be separated. And
your tasks
in a
become a
small
lot more
studio,
specific.
you do all of them.
Yeah. So game industry workflow is hardest. If you learn it good, then switch on is easily, right? It's not necessarily the hardest, I think, because for instance, the toy industry is a lot more focused, a lot more specialized. So, for instance, the modeling that you do is mainly sculpting based, but the detail, not the detail, but the amount you have to focus on using the correct shapes and cutting them up in the correct way, using things like technique like that, they are more specialized. And if you take the game industry, it's not necessarily the hardest, but it has the most faceted one. See, it's multifaceted.
That's the most moving parts.
Yeah, but the overall quality is about the same, right? If one has like 10 quality for like the toy industry, it's like over there. But the game industry also has 10 quality, but it has like 10 different facets. So it's right over here in the bottom, but it's a longer surface area.
I don't think quality is really that.
No, it's the wrong word for it,
like,
right?
Yeah. I get
focus,
what you mean, though.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, focus.
Focus is maybe the word, not quality. Yeah, if you're learning, then just go for. I would go for game industry because there's just the most to learn from, and eventually you will do something even in the game industry or while you're learning it that really tickles your interest. Heard a lot of wisdom today. See you in time. Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here again.
So much wisdom.
Oh, yeah.
My gosh.
Actual truths this time.
Actual truths. At least we think they are.
We
They are
try to be so wise.
actual current beliefs of how the world works. Ish. See a little preview of this. If I apply and if I subdivide,
Turn his beard back on. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, let's just focus on his eyes real quick. Where's my beard? Bam, there he is. Ah, I love that beard.
bearded. Oh yeah.
I like my bandana. It's a little bit odd over here, he says in the same sentence. The same breath, really, still.
I like it. It's strange.
It's strange, yeah. Yeah, I think it could work. It could work, yeah. It's very noisy from over here, but
From farther away, yeah. But it looks cool. It looks really cool.
I like this technique. I should use it some more. Ooh. I have to put
Got
some
nice
something
noodles going on.
behind it, so if I want to print it, it's not trying to print all these separate layers. It's a little bit silly to do so. But yeah, it's been fun today, and I think I should quit here. And it's before I start noodling again.
Save.
I've been noodling for 3 hours now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you for asking all those questions.
So that.
Oh, files not if
Oh.
it's recorded the hours. Yeah, there we go. It's fun. It's fixed.
A little bit thicker, might reckon, but
I don't mind it.
Yeah, but I think I can just push it more into the underlaying mesh to fix that, to fix quote unquote that. If I turn off this bloop, and turn off the dynamic, so like that, and then it would be thinner again.
Yeah. Okay.
If the silhouette bothers me later. Like that. Voila. Because I need to fit them in here again.
You want to keep it exactly the same. I mean, it's a good shape.
Well, not exactly, but I don't want the silhouette to get worse.
Yeah, okay. You put a lot of time into it, so yeah, why not keep it, right?
Yeah.
Why change it now?
I really try to have the directionality into it. Everything pointing into him. But gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. It's time to sleep. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't, we have also a Discord channel. You can find the link in our link tree. That's in the top there and also in the description. Oh, both cool. Oh, thank you very much. You're cool as well.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. And see you next time.
See you next time.
On Tuesday.
Like, subscribe if you didn't yet.
Now you kind of have to. You stayed till the end. Now you have to. You're legally obligated to like, subscribe.
Hey,
goodbye.
Thanks, everybody.